All right, what is up, Twitch? Murda back once again. This is my fourth night in a row casting NGS. What is going on here? But tonight we have some Div C West, and it's going to be a double header for Guys Gems. Starting off right now, it is 11 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Pacific if you're out on the West Coast. Right now, it's Guys Gems up against Team Awesomesauce. So thank you so much for stopping in. We're going to waste no time and get right into map number 1. And it is going to be Cursed Hollow. Had to double check for a sec.
Cursed Hollow.
All right, so here we are on Cursed Hollow. Guys Gem on the left tonight. And on the right-hand side is Team Awesomesauce. Team Awesomesauce did not have a logo. I threw one up there for them. I googled Team Awesomesauce, or actually I think I just typed in Awesomesauce, and that came up, and I was like, that is awesome. So that's going to be their logo for tonight. Hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, so Cursed Hollow. This is a map that was chosen by Guys Gems. Let me go through the map bans for you. During the coin toss, Guys Gems won that coin toss, choosing Tails, by the way, and they banned out Tomb of the Spider Queen first, and then Team Awesomesauce decided to ban out Dragon Shire. Obviously the first map pick here by Guys Gems was Cursed Hollow, and following this we will be headed to Braxis Holdout. Which is actually my favorite map. So let's look at some of these bans. We see Phoenix was banned away by, we started with the Hanzo ban on the right hand side, banned away by Team Awesomesauce. Then the Phoenix was banned. Greymane was picked up right away, and very quick here we see the Kael'thas and the Dahaka. As always, I mentioned Dahaka is my favorite hero. Anytime he's in here I'm excited, and after the rework yesterday, I think he has a couple cool new builds that might work out. And this is moving along very quickly. Tyrael and Abathur, these teams are wasting no time whatsoever. They want to get this match over with. Guys Gems, their first map of the season. They're ready to go. I did not check if Team Awesomesauce has played yet. If you give me a moment, I'll run through the match results and see if I can find one that says Team Awesomesauce. Team Awesomesauce, they beat 2-0, played up against FML Esports, and that was on Tuesday. So if you want to check that replay out, you can go find that. I do not know exactly who casted it, but they did win 2-0, so they're entering this match with 3 points in the standings. And Guys Gems, they're looking to get started on their Season 4 campaign tonight with this double header in Week 1. So we will see if they can continue the sort of season they had last year, which was very productive down in Division C West. And they are returning members to Division C West, so they have plenty of hype to live up to if you are a Guys Gems fan. Which it looks like chat already. French Kitty there. Go Team Guys Gems, and Lizard Eats Flies. Yay, Guys Gems. So that's awesome. Let me see if I can get a poll started. How does this work? Polls. Is this gonna do anything? Editor? Live? Polls. Is it broken? Maybe I have to full screen. Poll question. Who will win Cursed Hollow? Poll options are gonna be #GG, #TA, and start poll. See if that works. Poll started. Did it work? I don't know if that worked. I'm gonna say that didn't work. I'm gonna say it didn't work at all. Did it work? Wait, it worked. How did that work? I might have to do that again. Did I mess it up? Someone voted. All right, never mind. We're starting it one more time. Vote again. Okay, sorry. So we saw Johanna and Lily picked up. That's double blind switch. This could signal maybe they want Cassia with that last pick. Might fit in here. A Nubrak and Rhaegar. Is this going to be Cassie with double blinds out in front of it? We'll see, but it could be good. I guess the blinds are already set up to block the gray main, but Cassie does get the bonus damage when targets are blind, so it might fit in here. The extra poke against the tributes with their Q is also pretty good. Nubrak is a lot of fun. I love having a Nubrak on my team. He can cocoon out key heroic before it gets used. Rhaegar with the Ancestral, almost necessary really to keep this Nubrak alive. Yeah, so it is going to be one more pick here for Guy's Gems. Where will they go? Where will they go? It is the Cassia, as I predicted. Okay, I like this. So it's really going to shut down a lot of this melee heavy focus they have. Tyrael is going to do a lot of melees, obviously. Greymane. A Nubrak doesn't have too much damage. The clone Greymane is going to get blinded as well. So all these blinds are going to be very, very unforgiving. We will see what happens there. I'm gonna keep this poll up for just a bit. We'll see what everyone thinks. I don't know if there's a way to display the results. Kind of new to this. Maybe I'll try using this other poll. Yeah, next game I'll try this other poll. We'll see if that one works out any better. But for now, we are loading into, oh man, Bahamut. Bahamut, man, 2 nights in a row. Stop being nice to me, man. Welcome, viewers from Bahamut's game. You did not miss a thing except the draft. Let me introduce these teams. No better time, actually. There we go, on the right scene. So on the left-hand side, we have Guy's Gems. Odin gonna be playing that Johanna. Cody Kraz on the Cassia. Swish playing Dahaka. White Ghost on Lily. And Spoogles playing the Kael'thas. On the right hand side we have an Abathur, and it's gonna be played by 7 Up Yours. Funk Panda on the Rhaegar. Jimma on a Nubrak. Akash playing the Greymane, and up top for now is the Holy Groll on Tyrael. Okay, so let's take a quick peek at some talents. Dahaka going into enhanced agility. This is actually charge strikes, which is going to be pretty good for Cassia. And Lily going the new build, which if you haven't tried it, is the Wind Serpent at level 1. It's going to launch a blinding wind at the nearest target. So what this means is now Lily can safely cast a blind from behind at the back line without having to expose herself to any sort of CC. And it's also obviously an extra blind in her kit, so a double use of her blinds. Later on she can have it stack up to 5 full seconds of blinding, which can be very oppressive, as mentioned during draft, up against this Greymane, this Tyrael, and the clone target, which is likely to be a Greymane as well. So I'm very thrilled to see how this blind composition from Guy's Gems will work out up against Team Awesomesauce here in game number 1. What else do we have? Cody Kraz, with his charge strikes, we mentioned, is going to do a lot of damage in those team fights if he can get behind his Johanna and really start pushing into this melee heavy comp. It's the Greymane, it's the Tyrael, it's the Nubrak, it's the Rhaegar. There's not a lot of ranged on the side of Team Awesomesauce, so charge strikes is going to be that much more valuable into this composition. We do have Siege Giants made it here to the bot lane, and it's going to be Dahaka working down the ones for Guy's Gems, and he's going to have a little bit of a harder time this early in the game taking those, especially without a talent maybe like Primal Rage that gives him a little bit more auto attack damage. And this actually gives Team Awesomesauce plenty of extra time to send these 2 outstanding Merkers in Greymane and Rhaegar over to pick up the Knights for Team Awesomesauce. So this is going to be early pressure in 2 lanes because these Siege Giants are still alive, and Jimma doing a decent job here, making sure that these Siege Giants aren't getting taken down too easily. Akash taking damage in the middle, but he does have an Abathur hat on his head, and Odin's falling low. He's not going to go for the kill. He's going to make sure he stays alive here because tributes are spawning soon, and the most important thing is making sure you have your team of 5 when you're trying to get on these trips. This could be a kill, though. Does he have a cocktail ready? No, because he jumped in Worgen form, wasn't able to do it. They do grab that orb there to make sure Akash has enough mana to move forward down onto this trip. And it looks like setup early is gonna be Team Awesomesauce. They have the bush advantage for now. Akash and the Holy Grail holding this, and it's Odin walking in with no health. That's first blood. Team Awesomesauce taking away a kill from Guy's Gems there. Johanna walking forward with not nearly enough health, and Greymane was just ready to pounce, and that's exactly what he did. So with an Abathur, go ahead and take first trib is going to be Team Awesomesauce. They now have a slight experience lead. They have the 1-0 kill advantage. But what they don't have are mercs on the map anymore. And up top, we do see the Siege Giant is finally falling. But now it is time for Cody Kraz and Odin to work on the Guy's Gems Knights here. This Bruiser camp is getting attacked. It is getting worked down. And this is going to be an evade, actually. Akash showing up now. There's the blind from Cassia. Going to slow down Greymane's auto attacks. I'm expecting to see a hat, and there it is. The hat is down. It's on to Greymane, and he's going to pick up a kill there onto Johanna, and now a double kill because Cassia's falling as well. Spoogle's the only one now there and has to back off because the camp was already taken. So Akash on the Greymane, taking a peek at the kills, which is not on here at all for whatever reason. Why doesn't, like, Aliab show kills? Is it not on here, really? Okay, there it is. Kills. 1 kill, 2 assists for Greymane already. So, good job there. Very good. Peeked at some talents. It is the new Hero Stalker coming out from Dahake, which I am a huge fan of. I think this is going to be an amazing talent, especially when you can hit multiple targets with it. You get so much essence back that it's nearly impossible to be killed. Peeking at mid because Akash not showing up for trip, but opting to push down this, and now he's getting collapsed on Odin. And Cody Kraz are here. He's slowed by the tower. Akash taking the fen damage from Cody Kraz, and now here's the chase. It is on. Can Greymane get away? Playing ring around Rosie. Can Spoogles cut it off? Not moving forward quite yet is the Kael'thas. Now jumping on to the Kael'thas' Greymane and almost picking up the kill was Akash yet again, but that will reset whatever Wizened Duelist stacks he had, and the first kill of the game for Guy's Gems is going to be on to Greymane. Camp taken on the bot side during that fight. I believe that was Rhaegar taking that. And now we do see Siege Camp going to be taken on the left-hand side of the map by Guy's Gems. Rexpa in chat says, Murda, you looking like a snack. I appreciate that. I've been working on it. Thank you. Alright, trib number 3 spawning. Set up in the bush is going to be Team Awesomesauce, the Rhaegar, and the Greymane here. We've seen them do this once already on the other side of the map. This time Odin has health. Not quite as spooky for him. But positional advantage is very far in the favor of Team Awesomesauce. Remember, they do have an Abathur, but this level 10 is about to be picked up because soaking the bot lane right now, and there it is. Level 10's picked up, and Guy's Gems knows it. They are very disciplined. Move away. They do not want any part of that clone coming in their face. And that's trib number 2 for Team Awesomesauce here in this game, taking the early game 10 with the Abathur comp, playing it to perfection so far. And looks like a boss might be the play for Guy's Gems. Is this risky? I've personally seen this out of them in the past, playing against them as Regen. During the Regen Invitational, they were able to take plenty of bosses against us, which were a huge help to having them beat my team here on Cursed Hollow. And already we see them working down bosses when they find the first opportunity to do so. And there it is, boss number 1, heading over to Guy's Gems. On the other side of the map, it is Funk Panda and Akash working on a boss of their own. And this should go down with no problem at all. Rhaegar actually falling a little low. Hopefully for him, no one's coming, which we know is not the case. So bosses in 2 different lanes. Top's going to be for Team Awesomesauce, and then the bot trying to be cleared out by Anubarak is the boss for Guy's Gems. Now Jimma heading up to the trib because they want to make sure they can get a curse here behind their boss, and we'll see what happens here with an even talent fight, although the level advantage is currently in the favor of Team Awesomesauce. So looking at talents, we do have Cocoon, Ancestral, go for the Throat, Sanct, and Clone. Blessed Shield, Phoenix. That's Cups out of Lily, Cursed Ball Lightning, sorry, and Isolation. There is the Phoenix right now, starting off the fight. The Blessed Shield comes out, hits 3. Ancestral is early onto a Silenced Akash. So a bunch of ultimates already down, and Swish, the Dahaka, is falling low. Does have an Essence, he does. There's a Sank to protect. Dahaka is waiting in his burrow to come up with some health, and Akash is staying on him. Dahaka very close and walking under a boss, does not get stunned. The Fend is going to finish off the Clone here. The tribute actually was picked up by Guys Gems, but the fight is continuing, and it's Cody Kraz on the Cassie in trouble. The blinds are coming out from all angles. Will they overlap at all? But there is the first kill of the fight, and it's going to be the Tyrael. Countered though is Dahaka falling as well. So a 1-for-1 after all of that. Ends with Guys Gems picking up the tribute, setting it even at 2-2 now. And Rexpa, I'm now reading what you said. Thank you for being the best looking div mod out there. I'm glad you're mine. Kappa Pride, Kappa Pride. You are so very welcome. And more Merc pressure. It's going to be Guys Gems getting out their Siege and getting out their Knights on the side of Team Awesomesauce. It's just Rhaegar working down Siege Giants right now, but position around this tribute, and this is the biggest tribute thus far, is heavily in the favor of Team Awesomesauce, especially because there are these mines here planted by Abathur earlier. I can't see the timer left on these if they're going to expire soon, but they are there for now, and they are going to help disrupt anyone walking in, especially this Johanna who wants to be mounted during her engage. And walking over it will be Kael'thas and the Johanna. Phoenix coming out first once again onto the point. There's going to be a little bit of shielding from Tyrael helping out a Nubrak, but on the backside it's another silence on to the Rhaegar this time, and he's gonna fall. No Ancestral was able to be used. The Senk came down, did not do enough. Cocoon also not enough, but there's a great burrow in by a Nubrak to finish off the Kael'thas. The Fen coming down onto Greymane. He's gonna fall. We still have a cloned Greymane in here, I believe. It's 7 uppers. Can he get a kill? No. It's gonna be 4 members falling, including a clone. 4.5 falling. Thanks to all those blinds in there. So this composition from Guys Gems is really turning out to be working great in these team fights. Greymane is not able to do the damage he wants. They are doing a decent job of not stacking together the blinds at the same time to extend the duration as long as possible. That whole time, and now with the curse, we do have Siege Giants pushing top and Knights pushing mid, so they're going to get a considerable amount of damage considering that this Dahaka and Lily are working down a fort and bot as well. So all three lanes being pushed out effectively right now. Man, okay, so still hanging out in the spell armors, Odin and Spoogles at mid on the bot side. It's not too exciting. It is just an Anubrak showing up to try to stop the push of Dahaka and Lily. I believe Clone should almost be off cooldown. I don't have timers, obviously. I don't even know. Can we see them on the tab screen? No, you can't even see them here, so I can't get you guys timers. There's a burrow in onto the Haka. Swish does not have much to get away. There are no bushes here, so his enhanced agility will not come into play. Swish taking a lot of damage in the holy ground, blocking Muff. Phoenix coming in a weird spot, not really hitting heroes. There's the Sank to protect the Greymane from dying. He's at 200 health and will fall. Now the Ball Lightning is here to make its play, and that's gonna be another double kill. These blinds yet again coming into play, making sure that no one can take any damage here. And this is a 5-man now pushing down the bottom lane. They want a wall with this 16 to 15 advantage and a 5 versus 2.5 power play. I don't think Abathur is going to be playing a clone onto Rhaegar or a Nubrak in this defense. They have to wait for Greymane to respawn. Guys Gem now sees that the siege camp is spawning right next to them. They're going to opt to pick it up, leave Odin in lane to set up a little bit of peel here. And there it is. Siege Giants picked up. So now this is trouble, at least for the wall. This tower is going to go down very quick. There's a blind coming out from Lily. Greymane rejoining the fight along with Tyrael, and now everyone is here in defense, everyone is here in an attack. Let's see what happens in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, starting off with a burrow from Gemma, a Holy Ground trying to split from Holy Grail. There's the ball. Lightning will stop, not getting full bounce value, and Guy's Gems ready to disengage this. I don't think they have Phoenix available right now. I wasn't quite sure if a Blessed Shield came out there. I don't think we saw one. Dahaka has now split to the top, getting as far away from the fight as possible, trying to get XP. 16s were picked up there by Team Awesomesauce. And this is Curse Point still for Team Awesomesauce. We'll see if they can make it onto this point. Make a play, a curse of their own. They're looking to get some Knights out just in case they do get it. They want to have that extra pressure to catch up in the sieging amount that's been done on that first curse by Guy's Gems, where they got every single fort down. They're looking to do some of that on their own. So Knights are in play down mid lane, and this is going to be another great fight. Let's see how this one breaks out. Blessed Shield is going to miss. The Phoenix dropping onto the backline. Splitting the team is the Holy Grail, or Holy Groll. Tyrael Ancestral has to be played. The blinds are still keeping everyone at bay. There's the Sanct in a great spot, but Cups are followed behind it by Lily. Holy Ground coming out again, and it's the Holy Groll working forward on Tyrael, along with this cloned Greymane. Now, the clone has been played. It is blinded once again. They saw the tribute had been picked up, and they have to back off. So yet again, the sturdiness of this composition with all the blinds by Guy's Gems coming into play, forcing out the heroics. It was the Ancestral first and then the Sanctification, and there really was nothing that Team Awesomesauce was able to do in that fight because all their damage is really focused heavily on auto attacks, especially considering Greymane is in a Wizened Duelist build, and Tyrael is playing his Divine Vigor and Purge Evil build. So it's a lot of basic attacks. It's rough when you're blinded. That's all right. So it's bosses in both lanes. Picked up almost an identical time. Trib is spawning bot side, and there's nothing Team Awesomesauce can do to get here. Dahaka already in play on it. Switch, the captain for Guy's Gems, is there. He will be able to burrow forward, dig forward into this fight if he wants to join his team on this boss. So we'll see what happens here. Boss pushing forward. It's moving almost up to where the wall once was, and now here is its approach onto the bottom keep for Team Awesomesauce. There's the Phoenix once again by the Kael'thas. This keep is in trouble now, down to 50% health, and huge damage played by the Kael'thas. The Ancestral is going to be knocked down onto Tyrael along with the Sanctification, so they're trying to keep people alive. But now moving forward is Guy's Gems, and they got the tongue from Dahaka. The Holy Groll is going to be the first to fall. There's Cups, gonna get the team back up to full. With this boss still alive, they're looking to move on to this core. It's Odin pushing back the Rhaegar, and the Greymane also has to retreat back into the well there. And this core is going down at 30% now. 20, 10, GG. Game 1 going over to GG. So let's see who you guys thought were going to win that game. Looks like one in favor of Team Awesomesauce. There was a vote earlier for Guy's Gems. So we'll say it was a 1-1 even tie on that poll. I'll put up another one before game number 2. Let's take a short break. I will be right back. I'm gonna set up a lobby. It is going to be Braxis Holdout. Hang tight, and remember, we do have a double header here. 2 Guy's Gems matches in a row, so if you're a fan of these guys, hang with us all evening long. I'll be back with game number 2 in about 5 minutes. See you guys. All right, and welcome back, guys. We do have teams in lobby. Looks like they are about ready to go. While we have a moment, I do want to discuss what you see in the bottom of your screen. That is a bit goal. We're trying to reach the goal by the end of the season. I will have it up all season long on my stream. The idea is contribute bits, help the Regen Invitational come back for season 5. Looking to have that event every single season, and all the contributions you guys can put in will directly go into the prize pool. I'm looking to give away more of those Blizz or Battle.net gift cards. So if you guys want to see that event happen, and I do want to mention every single team that is casted by me this season will have a direct invitation to the event. So if you're a fan of Guys Gems, or if you're a fan of Team Awesomesauce in this affair, throw some bits in chat, make this event happen, support these teams playing in NGS and playing in the Regen Invitational before Season 5. I'm really excited to bring that back for you guys. So any contributions you guys can make all season long are greatly appreciated. And I will end my rant there just so you guys know what that is all about down there. Looks like teams are finally ready. So I'm going to kick off game number 2 here on Braxis Holdout. All right, and here we are on Braxis Holdout. I'm going to start a poll in the chat, and it is going to be the same thing. Who do you think is going to win game number 2? So let me put this in. Who will win Braxis Holdout? Question. Hashtag GG. Or hashtag TA. And I will begin the poll now. Let's see if that worked. Did that work? Haha! All right, there we go. That works better. Now you guys can actually see my poll. All right, so Bandaway quickly not wanting to play against Dahaka again, and the Guys Gems is scared of some Ragnaros on this map, so the bans are pretty okay. Dahaka is alright on this map. The tissue regen build up in the top lane with the extra globes on the globe generation spot are pretty cool for that talent at level 1. And not to mention the Dahaka played extremely well there in game number 1 as well. The only hero in the comp that really was free to do his own bidding throughout the game, which is actually interesting because the Abathur team had the lead early, but once the team fight started and Team Awesomesauce was ready to engage with the clone, all the blinds were just way too oppressive for Team Awesomesauce to do anything up against it. So very well thought out composition by Guys Gems. They're able to take Cursed Hollow with ease. But here on Braxis Holdout, it's a bit different. Different style. You really need to put focus on your solo lane, and you need to be able to win that 4-man. And I absolutely love having Gold Dan, which is picked up by Team Awesomesauce, to help contribute to that wave clear on the bot side. So we will see if they can pair that, and it will be paired with a Diablo who's super sturdy. So this is already pretty cool. I like what I'm seeing from the drafting side by Team Awesomesauce. We'll see if the execution side can change. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Guys Gems specialty on Braxis Holdout, and I didn't want to spoil it for you, but here it is. It's Cho Gall. And already having the Gul'dan and Diablo is going to limit a bit of what they can do. So they're going to have option to move into stuff like a Leoric, but Leoric's not going to be able to stay on the bot lane, right? He's going to have to play up top. So maybe it's going to be the Greymane, and I could see them possibly playing the Anubrak again to cocoon out the Cho'Gall in team fights. Alexstrasza is going to be the ban, so this is going to limit what kind of heals they can get on it, but why wouldn't you ban out the Ariel? I mean, the Ariel's still available. Are they going to take the Ariel with their Gul'dan? Is that the play? I'm actually really scared that ban was on Alexstrasza there. I don't know if that's what they wanted. Malthael's going to be the ban. They don't want percent damage down on Cho'Gall in the bot lane. Can't disagree there. It's one of the heroes you don't want to play against. There's still a Tychus could be an option. I think the Greymane could be an option. I also think the Anubrak, once again, not ideal to have 2 tanks down there. But maybe they want to go that route. Oh, it's so hard to tell. Maiev, of course, is still available. Maybe that's the better option instead of Cocoon. You just get the containment disc. I could see that being a play. It actually might be the best play now that I think about it, a Maiev play. But you don't necessarily want to be up in Cho'Gall's face. But here we do see a Stukov and a Tychus. So they do have the healer they want down the bot side. And they have a Tychus, which will have minigun damage on the Cho'Gall. If you're wanting to vote in the poll, I think you need to type !vote and then type in either 0 for Guys Gems or 1 for Team Awesomesauce. I think that's how it works. And it is the Ariel paired with Rexar. So the Rexar's, wow. Okay, so triple warrior with Muradin, Cho, and Rexar. Really Misha's the warrior in that hero pairing there, but Rexar will play the top lane. They must have a lot of confidence playing that hero, so we'll see how that works out for them. And it does limit now the Sonya play. I think Sonya up against a good Rexar could have some trouble. Ariel, of course, a great pick. Can opt to go into the Resurrect at level 10, so Cho'Gall is quite literally never dead. We'll see what this last pick is. It's got to be the solo laner because that bot lane is all set up already. How do they want to counter Rexar? And it will be Zagara. Okay, I think Zagara is actually a wonderful pick for them here. The Holy Groll moving over from the Tyrael to play the solo lane here. And I think Zagara here, along with the Zerg, could come into play. Possibly even a Maw picked up at level 10 to isolate out the Cho'Gall, potentially. We will see, ladies and gentlemen, as we load into game number 2 of 2. Of course, Guys Gems, if you were not there, game number 1 on Cursed Hollow. Here on Brax's Holdout, we have an entirely different story because the cheese has started this season for Guys Gems. And Stixa now coming through with the fat host. Thank you so much for that one, my friend. Let me switch over to this here. And bada bing, bada boom. We are on map number 2. Let me introduce the team on the left-hand side. We have White Ghost playing Ariel, Cody Kraz on the Muradin. We have Odin and Spoogles playing the O'Diggles. That's Cho'Gall. And up top, we got Stwish, the captain, playing Rexar and Misha. On the other side of the top lane, it's the Holy Groll playing Zagara. And in the format, it's going to be 7up Yours playing Tychus. We have Akash on Gul'dan, Jimma the tank on Diablo, and Funk Panda on the Stookie. Take a look at bot lane. First, we have Jimma and Cody Kraz checking the vents there. But already, O'Diggles, my dude, throwing out all sorts of gall damage, making sure all these bushes are checked and controlled by Guys Gems. Top lane, just so we get an idea, it is going to be a bit of creep already spawned out by the Holy Groll. Going to try to figure out a way to get onto Rexar, but Misha is going to be the one in trouble for a lot of that fight because it's going to be safe poke damage from Zagara onto her the entire time. This bot lane, I think, should eventually start to favor Team Awesomesauce if they can keep Gul'dan safe, but right now falling to half health is Akash. Decent silence there by Funk Panda, but able to scoot away is Cody Kraz. But wait a minute, Diablo flipping Cody back into the fight. Not enough follow-up damage there by Tychus available to get a considerable amount of damage onto Cody Kraz. So this sturdiness here in the bot side with White Ghost healing up Cody Kraz and O'Diggles. They're going to have a lot of opportunity to live here. There's a great stun to the wall by Ariel. White Ghost is falling low with a target right now by Akash, and they're going to have to back off. This bot beacon should have an opportunity to be controlled, at least momentarily, by Team Awesomesauce if they want to walk onto it, and that's what they're going to do. Jimma, the Diablo, making the play onto it. Cody Kraz will follow suit on there as well. There's the minigun damage ripping through Muradin's health. Has to get a heal from Ariel, and bot side control will favor Team Awesomesauce for now. There's Cho getting flipped back in by Jimma once again, but not enough damage there as the Gul'dan had to be at the well tapping momentarily. O'Diggle's now taking minigun damage, and yes, if you are a fan of this team here with O'Diggles, let me know, because I do love that name. I think it's pretty cool. Someone should name himself that, actually. Okay, the bot side is going to remain held, and this is clearly because the wave clear is heavily favoring Team Awesomesauce, at least for now. The Gul'dan doing a marvelous job of pushing forward those blue minions and making sure that Team Awesomesauce does not let the members of Guy's Gems advance here, but Cody Kraz is moving forward. Jimma has to keep an eye on this as the Diablo and see that Cody Kraz is there, and they're finally realizing it in time before the beacon is possessed. And Cody Kraz has to move away. It was a great silence placement by Funk Panda and the Stukov. They're all staying alive very well. And excuse me for not showing you talents. My apologies. Gul'dan has gone into the Pursuit of Flame at 38 stacks right now. And we did not see Vigorous Reuptake taken by Stukov. It's one good spread here. I'm actually surprised for that. We do have a quest finished by Gul'dan. Only 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. That is Pursuit of Flame done already. Up top, this is getting really important. The Holy Grail is starting to siege down this wall, and Misha's trying her best to hold the point, and there's a little bit of a stun there. Holy Grail doing a decent enough job to keep Rexar back, but Misha really is the issue. Bot side is still favoring Team Awesomesauce with this sieging pressure from Gul'dan. Akash still putting it out with ease, and there's not much they can do to push onto this point quite yet. I wonder if some of these talents, especially out of the Muradin, I might have liked to see a Stormbolt build possibly to give them a bit of extra damage, because they're really lacking here. It's just Gaul that has anything, and with the Stukov, it's gonna be nearly impossible for them to do enough of that slow type damage to get through these health bars of heroes like Diablo, and even Tychus is somewhat sturdy himself. So maybe they find Akash tapping a little bit too low on his mana and they get an opportunity to kill him there, but this is going to be Team Awesomesauce all day if they want to stay on this point. There's a great stun into the wall onto O'Diggles. The silence is in a weird spot, not doing much, and it's the Cho'Gall now doing all the damage, pushing back heroes. They got in the face of the members of Team Awesomesauce, and that's not where they want to be. Stacked up against the Cho, and now controlling both beacons for the first time in the game is going to be Guy's Gems. They have top, they have bot. Misha doing her job. Swish playing that Rexar very well right now. And this is going to be a 100% win right now for Team Awesomesauce. Level 7's also almost online. And they have the Zerg ready to push down this bot lane where they're already set up. Top side, Zag will have no issue clearing out this Zerg. Excuse me, pushing with the Zerg. Rexar will actually have a bit of issue clearing it out. We did just see a quest completed, and it's going to be bombs away by the Gaul player. So there's going to be a lot more speed and range on that, and the damage is now maxed out for now. Actually, it does continue to gain. That is a endlessly stacking talent. So actually here on Braxis, it can be very detrimental if you're giving too many stacks away, and having already 24, he is constantly getting that ticked up, and when he gets a silence later on, it could start to really turn this game around, at least in the wave clear department and control of this bot lane. There's going to be a little flip by Diablo, but he does have Dwarf Toss out as Cody Kraz and Muradin. Zerg has been cleared up. They lost the bot wall, and 75% of that bottom fort. So Guy's Gems has the lead. No kills yet in this game. No first blood. We are 6 minutes and 18 seconds in. Who will get the first fort of the game? I think it has to go over to Guy's Gems at this point. This bot lane is seriously pushed out. Very strongly pushed. top lane, I'm actually surprised seeing Rexxar win this so convincingly for now. Misha's not taking nearly enough damage, and aspect of the beast is going to help the cooldown on the charge from Misha, so can really stick on to the Zagara more often. There's another stun, so Zag now below half health, going to have to move back to the well, and I'm assuming doesn't have a tap available because did not take it quite yet. So we will see if that changes, but it does not look like it. What build is Zag moving in? Where's Zag? So she got Vicious Acid. I don't know about that. Medusa Blades, yes, and Volatile Acid, sure, especially on Braxis, but Vicious Acid, the choice at level 7. We'll see if that pays off. I do want to note that repeated offense has been completed by Ariel, so that's going to do a bit more bonus damage now. White Ghost is destroying heroes up against these walls constantly throughout the game, and of course all the healing from the hope that's provided by Gall is keeping her 2 tanks alive a lot, and the third wind by Muradin makes it so White Ghost really only has to focus on healing the Cho'Gall. And with so much damage coming out, it's especially now with bombs away at 33 stacks. This is the wait now. The silence in play on Ariel. She's fallen low, but moves away, has a heal ready, and hits a stun. And now a follow-up stun by Cho. Jimma is falling low. Will they finish this? There's the bomb away. Not gonna connect, but falling. Finally is gonna be Diablo. Has souls to return, but that's first blood of the game. Level 10s are available for Guys Gems as this beacon phase is spawning, and it's Rexxar the one who's low, but Misha's the real deal here, and she's sitting at about 50% health. Will Zag come and help this at all? No, Akash was falling so low, and if the Zag was there, possibly we'd see a kill on Misha, but instead will not be consequential for the Misha. And the beacons will remain neutral right now, with each team holding one. Cody Kraz now showing up to try to help the bot side. Akash is waiting in a bush, and they want to get on this Misha, but they need Zag damage to be here. They wait for it to get very low. Akash is somewhat scared, hiding in the bush, waiting to move on to Rexxar, but already dying is Zagara. Akash was a little bit too patient waiting to find Rexxar. Does get the kill, but they lose their Zag. In the bot side now, we see a huge attack. There's going to be some ultimates coming down. It's the, Shadow Bolt volley being played, but stunned away by the APOC was Jimma, and connecting with a little bit of a combo there nicely was Team Awesomesauce, but they end up losing this fort just because they don't have their wave clear, with Gul'dan hanging out in the top side for so long. Okay, so let's reset for a bit. We have O'Diggles and White Ghost working on their fire bats. That's the bot side siege camp for Guys Gems. Top side beacon still held by Team Awesomesauce, and now they're working on this bot side. Cody Kraz is exposed all by himself, but now Cho'Gall and the Ariel are showing up to this fight. We'll see if they can get the kill on Cody Kraz. Is falling low, but there's going to be a great heal by Ariel. O'Diggles now falling low, 360 health, now 75. The Titan Grenade, not quite enough to get the kill. Excuse me, not Titan Grenade yet. Need a 13, but that was the extra range from quarterback available to get that throw off, but that was very close to getting the kill, and only if they had 13 that might have finally been the opportunity. Also want to mention Resurrect was not taken. It is Crystal Aegis from Ariel. More damage, more silence. White Ghost has a hope generated, fully hope bar, but does not get to use it because of that fear there by Akash, which is outstanding, but re-engaging was Cho and Gall, and they end up taking a 3-for-1 in that exchange. I did not see a Tychus ultimate come down. Maybe a bit of a miscue from Team Awesomesauce, and now this is surely gonna be another full Zerg wave. This one will push the top side for Guys Gems. And Rexxar still holding it down there now, even starting on a siege camp. A little scared His team's maybe telling him to be careful, wait for us to show up, and it does despawn before they can re-engage it. But that's not a problem. Guys Gems does have the full Zerg wave up against nothing on the other side. A huge whip on that charge there by Diablo with the Shadow Assault. Picked up from the Shadows, excuse me, at level 4. The Gul'dan getting picked off early. And really, this is going to be devastating for Team Awesomesauce because this full Zerg wave and the Cho'Gall, yeah, you have to back behind your wall and take what you can get here. Your Gul'dan needs to respawn. That's your only real source of wave clear. The silence is not going to be nearly enough. It actually gets silenced away. Do they have the silence? I'm assuming that's later. Or they didn't take it. I'm not a Cho'Gall player, but I believe they should have a silence here soon. Actually, they're going Searing Shadows. Okay, maybe that's for the Diablo. Huge stun into the wall. Cody Cry is able to dwarf toss away the Maw, only connecting on the Zerg minions, and they are now returning from the Maw. So Zerg up against Zerg says, Mother Zerg, don't hurt us. We're just here to fight. And Diablo, the one on the backside all alone, gets whipped into the wall by White Ghost. The APOC will come down and save Jimma for the moment, but not enough because the Aegis was doing a ton of extra damage on top. Akasha's low, does have a drain onto Cody Kraz, and there's 7 up years working down Murden, finds it. Does he have a grenade available here as well? This could be more. The heal does not connect on Ariel, and she will die. 7 up years getting the kill. Wow. Okay, that's the stuff was picked up, which does not necessarily synergize since that old rework within the rhythm already had 125 stacks, but 7 up here is playing the Tychus. That's what he wants to do. There is the silence, finally picked up. Deafening Blast is what it's called. Thank you. Whoa, I missed a sub. And it was Isaiah. Thank you so much, Isaiah. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you stay for a really long time. Glad to have all of you NGS people hanging with us. 31 viewers right now. You guys are too nice to me. Very too nice. All right, so setting up around boss, or at least checking it, is going to be Team Awesomesauce. They're working now up to the top side where they find O'Diggles, but that's Cho, that's Gall, man. They are not an easy hero combo to kill, and back to safety near their fort is the Cho'Gall. Bot side is going to be Bruisers against Siege, and I think it should favor the Bruisers there. Up top, we do have a team fight breaking out. The Shadow Bolt assault is coming from O'Diggles, and silenced is the Diablo, but a huge fear landing onto Murden. O'Diggles the one falling super low, unstoppable. Can the Gul'dan finish it? No, gets a heal and no kills except a Stukov in that fight. Team Awesomesauce was so close, and now they're looking like Team Dead Sauce because 2 have now fallen. Make it 3 with a huge charge there by Misha. Jimma, the only one remaining. Can Misha catch up to that Diablo? Looks like she'll be able to. There's the charge. No, out of range of Rexar. Not going to work down the Diablo. But nonetheless, with 16 talent tier advantage, both of the beacons will be picked up, and moving on to boss is Guys Gems. And this is a Rexar. Rexar, along with the Misha, are 2 heroes, that combo, that pair really well up against any sort of Merc. They didn't go into the Merc talent, but having just like Wild Fire Bear, that's what it's called. That's like the Holy Fire type thing. It does a little bit of extra damage to these guys. Now Gul'dan split off, no way to get to his team, and actually pushing the Misha even closer to help secure the kill. Not sure about that massive shove, Stukov, but that's a dead Gul'dan, and with the boss pushing, they really can't sit on this beacon. Smart decision though. Up top, Team Awesomesauce taking down the first keep of the game. The boss will do enough work on the bot side to disrupt members, which will signal to Misha and Rexar to walk down to the bottom beacon. Get the channel started once again. Holy smokes, Isaiah with the sub and the 1,000 bit donation. coming through clutch, my dude. Loving it. Thank you so much. You are helping the Regen Invitational once again. I really do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for supporting that event. We are now beyond 10% of the way there, and it's only week 1, ladies and gents. Okay, bot side, this is potentially a game-winning push because Zerger coming, and Diablo knows he has to make a play right now. Working on that charge early was Jimma. Didn't quite find a flip on any target. They're gonna have to wait to find a new engagement. Backing up to their keep now is Team Awesomesauce, and the Zerg have arrived. The wall's down. Now the Zerglings are on that keep. Showing up is Misha as well. Working on Stukov. Funk Panda falling to 50% health. Should have a bio kill switch available. There it is. Now remember, that heal is not available for this fight that is about to break out. There's Cho moving forward onto theirs. There's a Shadow Bolt assault working out now. Jimma is the target for now, and APOC will connect along with them all onto just the Misha. Getting out now is Misha, and the silence from Gaul is going to land onto 2. Jimma and the Gul'dan of Akash are going to fall. Make it 3. Stukov down now 2, and that's going to be game, folks. Game number 2 is surely going to be going over to Guys Gems. They got the score down to 50%, 40, 30. Holy Grail, the only one left. Make it a mega kill. Make it a 2-0 domination for Guys Gems on the back of this Cho'Gall composition. Woo! All right, Guys Gems. Wow. Take a peek at those for a sec. I will show you the talent build here as well. All right, yeah, really once that deafening blast came on, it was deafening to say the very least. All right, so I am back here once again with you on the camera. I do need to take a short break, but do not forget, we are going to be back here on this channel, back here with Guys Gems. I'm casting their doubleheader this evening. So if you're a fan of Guys Gems, sit your ass down, don't leave, stay here. I do want to thank Bahamut and Stixa for those enormous hosts. You guys brought in so many viewers right now. I want to shout out Isaiah once again for that sub. I really appreciate it, man. I really can't do the things I'm doing without the support of people like you, as well as that 1,000-bit donation to help support the Regen Invitational before Season 5. Ladies and gentlemen, if I look at this, what does it say? I can't read it from my tiny preview screen, but I think we're at like 12%. Did it not update? It might not update yet. It will tick in, I promise. If it doesn't, I will fix it. But we're at like 11.12% roughly. So thank you so much. Hang tight. I will be back in like 5 minutes. I just need to set up the new stream title, switch around some of the overlays, and you will see me back here. So don't go anywhere, guys. Thanks for hanging.